from cycling, Tanya Dubnicoff. The youngest of Carol and Jack Dubnikoff's 3 children, Tanya Dubnicoff served notice at an early age to her family that she had big plans and her name needed to be out there. As a youngster, Tanya dreamed of competing in the Olympics, and it was only a matter of time before she chose the right sport and took the dream as far as she could go with it. She began playing ringette at age 7 and eventually played for Canada in the first World Ringette Championship in 1990. Began racing BMX bikes at 12 and became the Canadian champion in her age group and played hockey at the University of Manitoba. But it was sprint cycling, which she began at age 18, that ultimately took Tanya to the Olympic Games, 3 times in total. 1992 in Barcelona, Spain, where she finished 6th, 1996 in Atlanta, where she placed 8th, and 2000 in Sydney, Australia, where she was 7th. While her 3 Olympic appearances were the highlights of her cycling career, it was something a little closer to home that will rest in first place forever in Dubnikoff's heart. When Winnipeg hosted the Pan Am Games, Dubnikoff was chosen as flag bearer for the Canadian team and went on to win 2 gold medals. I've been to 3 Olympic Games, but the best was competing at home in front of my family, my friends, and supporters in 1999 at the Pan Am Games. I carried the flag in the opening ceremonies. By far, that was the best moment I've ever had in sport, Dubnikoff said. When she rode out onto the Winnipeg track in 1999, she was the top-ranked female sprint cyclist in the world. Before she retired from competition in 2000, after her 3rd and final Olympic appearance, Dubnikoff won the Canadian Championship 9 times. She won the 1993 World Championship. She won a total of 4 Pan American gold medals, also winning in 1991 in Havana, Cuba, and 1995 in Mar del Plata, Argentina. And she twice won gold in the Commonwealth Games, in 1994 in Victoria and 1998 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. She is the most successful female in the history of Canadian track cycling. On August 20th, 1993, when she won the World Championship in sprint cycling, she became the first Canadian woman to win the title in the century-old event. The turning point for Dubnikoff's cycling career came in 1998, when she came close to retiring during a painful 5-year medal drought at the world level. Instead, she consulted with sports psychologist Cal Botterill, took 2 weeks off, went to the mountains, painted, and returned to win the bronze medal at the 1998 World Championship, followed by her hometown success in 1999. These days, after deciding to retire from competitive cycling in 2000 at age 31, Dubnikoff lives in Calgary, where she works as the Junior Cycling Development Coach at the National Cycling Centre in the Olympic Oval, where she shares her wisdom, experience, and enthusiasm every day with Canada's young cyclists. People love you for who you are, not what you do in competitions, Dubnikoff said. I've done everything I could have imagined in the sport, and I feel fortunate for that. Tanya melted many hearts that searing hot day in Winnipeg in 1999, and will always be remembered by Manitobans and Canadians as a gracious ambassador with a gold medal smile as she is inducted into the Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame.